Hi, welcome to Comet Computer Private Limited e-learning program. So in this course is particularly for ethical hacking and penetration testing. So in this video we'll be understanding what is ethical hacking and penetration testing. Uh, Basically, ethical hacking is also known as penetration testing, or even you can also call it as red teaming also. Uh, every organization want to protect their infrastructure, IT infrastructure, or their data, or their information from the external attackers, or even from the internal attackers. So every organization will have their own IT security team to secure their network data and their application. But still, there might be some unfound vulnerabilities, or there might be some unfound weaknesses. So where the companies will be employing the ethical hackers or penetration testers to uncover the vulnerabilities so that the companies can take action to fix the vulnerability, and they can secure their organization's data or the network from the attackers. And most of the companies are worried about the possibility of being hacked, and potential customers are also worried about maintaining the control of the personal informations. And also this leads to the necessity of ethical hacking or penetration testing to break into the network. Basically, this is to test whether the attacker will be able to break into the network or not. So if the red teaming professional or the ethical hacker or the penetration tester is able to break into their network, so they will identify where how it's going to happen. So based on the results, so they will be taking the actions to fix the issues. And also the ethical hackers employ the same tools and techniques that is going to be used by a real attacker. So where this ethical hacker or a penetration tester is going to simulate the real attack scenarios. So where they'll be able to find the uncovered unfound vulnerabilities. They'll be able to uncover the unknown vulnerabilities. And also they neither damage the target systems or steal information, because they are going to help the organization to secure their own organization. And also hacking is usually legal as long as it is being done to find the weakness in a computer or a network for testing purpose, or for uncovering the vulnerability and to fix the vulnerability, which is basically to help the organization itself. So this sort of hacking is what we call it as ethical hacking, or penetration testing, or even red teaming. And speaking about the hacking or a hacker, there are a few type of hackers are there. So based on how they act, that defines what type of hacker they are. So there are basically white hat hackers, black hat hackers, gray hat script kiddies, suicidal hacker, state sponsored hacker, cyber terrorist, and hacktivist. Basically, the white hat hackers or the ethical hackers or the penetration testers. So, who is going to be employed by the company itself to test the vulnerability or test their security implementations. So, basically, this white hat hackers will be working along with the organization, or the companies will be employing a consultant for over a period of time. And speaking about the black hat hackers are basically the offensive attackers or the real hackers. So who break into our network to steal information or damage our network or damage our servers, or the real attackers. So who is going to be very much dangerous for any organization or any individual. So which whom we will call them as black hat hackers. And speaking about gray hat hackers, so gray hat hackers are not, uh, they might not directly break into your network, or they might not directly attack your network. So where this kind of attackers will uh, find some vulnerability in a particular network or application. And after finding the vulnerability, So this gray hat hackers will publish about the vulnerability in the public, or they may disclose this vulnerability to real black hat hackers. So where the real black hat hackers may break into our network using the information given by the gray hat hackers. So basically, the gray hat hackers are also dangerous, but they are not directly dangerous; they are indirectly dangerous. So where they find the vulnerability of the target and they disclose this vulnerability information to someone who is really going to be dangerous, and they are dangerous, and also they are going to use this information to break into our network. So we call them as gray hat hackers. And script kid is basically they are any individual who just tries to compromise or attack the target using the existing tools or without any sophisticated knowledge. So they may use the existing tools to tools to attack the target. So which whom they we will call them as script kiddies. And suicidal hackers, so suicidal hackers are basically uh, they will not attack the target for their own benefit basically. So these suicidal hackers are going to be employed by some other person. Say example, um, I want to hack a mobile phone of one of my friend. So in that case, I'll employ a particular person who has the real skills to hack my friend's mobile phone. So where I'll pay to the hacker, and the hacker is going to hack the mobile phone of my friend, and through that he's going to disclose the information to me. So the hacker who I appointed to attack my friend's mobile. So this particular person, we call it as a suicidal hacker. So basically, the suicidal hackers will very well know about the consequences. So if he is doing an attack, he know that he might be caught, and also he know that he might be prosecuted and he might be penalized. But still, he does this for the sake of money. So where I'm paying him to do this kind of attack. So for the benefit of money, he will do this kind of attack. So whom we call him as a suicidal hacker. And coming to state-sponsored hacker, basically the state-sponsored hackers or the hackers employed by the government institutions. So most of the countries they will have their own cyber army. So where these cyber army personals will attack their enemy countries network or their servers. So through that they will gain some valuable information. So these kind of attackers we call them as state-sponsored hacker. And cyber terrorist, obviously well skilled professional skilled personals who does this hacking for creating serious damage in order to achieve their agenda. So we call them as cyber terrorist. And hacktivist, so hacktivist are like some, maybe they might not be much dangerous, but still if anyone they want to uh, uh, grab the attention of the government, so where they may try to break into the government's institutions website, and they may try to post their uh, uh, request or post their agenda or something like that. So we call them as hacktivist. So basically, the whatever the hacker type it might be, everyone will be skilled professionals except the script kiddies. So everyone will be the skilled professionals. So he'll have a comfortable knowledge on all the networking aspects or operating system aspects or all the uh, uh, skills which is required to perform the penetration testing. So using which they will perform the attack. So this is the hacker types are basically classified how they act or for what reason they act. So based on that, the hacker types are defined. And to ensure the information security of an organization, so most of the companies will have two kind of teams, which is red team and blue team. Basically, the blue team is a defensive team, and the red team is the offensive team. So where the red team professionals will be trying to uncover the will be regularly attacking their own network, and they'll be trying to uncover the vulnerability of their internal applications or the applications which is published in the internet. So basically, the red team professionals will be keep on attacking their own network uh, in order to find the vulnerabilities. And the blue team's responsibility is to detect the attack and to mitigate the attack and to respond accordingly. Basically, the blue team may be including with the incident management team, that is a security incident management team, vulnerability assessment team, and the incident response team. So most of the defensive actions is going to be taken by the blue team. So where the blue team will be keep on monitoring the network activities of the internal users as well as the external traffic, and if they find anything vulnerable or anything suspicious, so immediately they will respond and they will take the actions accordingly. Whereas the red team's responsibility is to keep on attack their own application or the servers or the network, and through that they will uncover the existing unknown vulnerabilities. And speaking about penetration testing, basically in penetration testing, there are three type of testings are there: white box testing, gray box testing, and black box testing. So in a white box testing, where the penetration tester will be given all the information about the target, including the IP address of the target application, what is running on the target, and the operating system details. Even sometimes the source code also will be shared with the penetration tester, so that even the penetration tester will be analyzing or investigating all the aspects, and he will be going through even the source code analysis includes two type of analysis: manual analysis, automated analysis. So automated analysis, going through the source code through the automated tools, and the manual analysis includes the manual analysis, where the penetration tester will go through the codes line by line, and if there is any vulnerable codes available, so they will take actions accordingly. They will find if there is any code is not compatible, or if there is any code which may lead to leakage of information, so they will inform that to the organization, and they will guide the organization to mitigate those vulnerabilities. And also, the white box testing includes the uh, uh, penetration testing of the internal network as well as from the external network. And coming to the gray box testing, so in a gray box testing, where the penetration tester will not be given all the information, but the penetration tester will be given minimal of informations like this is the URL that has to be tested, or this is the public IP that has to be tested, or and few information including the operating system information or the application platform information. So the few information will be shared with the penetration tester, and with the few information given by the organization, the penetration tester will be proceeding further to do the testing and uncover the vulnerabilities. So that is the gray box testing. And coming to the black box testing, where the penetration tester will not be given any information, and uh, from the scratch, so finding the URL, finding the public IP, and finding the operating system platform, so everything is going to be uh, found by the attacker, that is the penetration tester. So where the black box testing is a real simulation of an attack, so where the penetration tester will approach in a real attacker's point of view, and he will try to attack, and he will report if anything is vulnerable in the target. So based on the organization's requirement, so few companies they will request for the white box testing or gray box testing or black box testing. So based on the scope of the work, so as a penetration tester, so you can start from where you need to work. So that is about the types of penetration testing. And that's all for the understanding of the ethical hacking and penetration testing. And the further topics we'll be discussing in upcoming videos. Until then, bye bye.